Hey, what's up, YouTube? This is Alex from Animals and Athlete. Today I'm going to show you guys some reticulated pythons. This is going to be a few of them from my collection. This girl right here is Jazeera. Oh no, this is not Jazeera. This is Samantha. She is a 13-foot, and she's just that 13-foot reticulated python. She's about 2.5 years old and super sweet. She's in shed right now. I don't know if you can see her eyes here, but she's a real good girl. She's got a huge head on her, but she's about 2.5 years old, and she's about 13 feet. So reticulated pythons, these are one of the strongest snakes on the planet. I guess vying with the anaconda. I have an anaconda as well, named Anaconda, and she's super strong too. But reticulated pythons just solid still when they start their coil. But she's no different. I mean, she's just incredibly strong. But reticulated pythons in captivity typically get between 13 and 19 feet. That's a big difference, 13 to 19 feet. But there have been accounts where they get over 20 feet, 22 feet. But as a rule, they don't get as large as you don't see the 30-footers in captivity. And it's only been found in the wild a few times, 33 feet. So 13 to 19 feet is a typical size for a reticulated python in captivity. Oh, I wanted to make sure I was still recording. So again, this is Samantha, 2.5-year-old normal. She's not het for anything. I love these animals the best, so they don't really have to be het. I think they're really beautiful. Even in shed, she's just so gorgeous. I remember when I first got into the pet trade, see, I'm 48 now, 49. Back when I was 18, reticulated pythons was just ones you didn't want to get because they were so aggressive. They weren't being bred in captivity that often, and they were just so aggressive. So people didn't really want them. It was just known that if you had a reticulated python, the snake was going to be aggressive. They've come a long way since then. So most of them are super docile. They probably have the stigma that rock pythons have now. Rock pythons are really aggressive. They haven't been bred much in captivity, but as they're being bred more and more, their genetics seem to calm down. The more they're being bred, they start calming down. Their baby starts calming down. They get health from birth, and they just they end up being good animals. And reticulate pythons, that was a great example. When they were first bred in captivity, they were aggressive. When they first brought in, they were aggressive, and now they're just so docile and so calm. But these are true giants. The female reticulate pythons are just giants. Anyways, so I'll start showing you guys more. All right, so I didn't bring out a reticulated python. I brought out a green anaconda. This is a 9-foot girl, and this is Anaconda. She's a monster. She is super strong, super thick. She is a complete pig though. She has a really aggressive feeding response. You just can't go in the cage and grab her out. She's super hungry, always wanting to eat, always ready to eat. So you have to be careful how you go into the cage. Now I wouldn't call her baby tame because you do have to kind of go watch how you grab her in the cage, but she doesn't have that reticulate response where, sometimes you can hold reticulate pythons and they just turn around and bite you out of the blue for no reason. She doesn't have that. So, gosh, she's grown so fast. She's going to be a freak of nature because most anacondas, they grow slow. They're slow growing snakes, and she's about 1.5 years old. And look at her. Actually, no, she's about 2 years old, and she's 9 feet. So let's see if you can see her all together. She's 9 feet long. So if you look at me, I'm close to 6 feet, and she's still, you can't see the bottom of it, but she's still, she's just a monster. So this is a green anaconda. Her name is Anaconda, and like I said, she's about 2 years old, but she just grew so fast. She grew so fast, it's not funny. So, and like I said, she's tame. She doesn't have that bitey response that some of my other anacondas have had. She's really sweet. And she will be a giant. And she ate today, she ate yesterday. She's always wanting to eat, constantly. So I gotta watch her. You can see how thick she is. You can see her neck, her body is super, super thick. Never let them make a complete loop around your neck. When they do that, it's only a matter of seconds before they can choke the life out of you. So I don't let her do that. But yeah, she's super, super gorgeous, nice and tame. She's nice and warm, so she's really active. So this is my green anaconda. It takes a little bit of work to handle her. So anyways, we'll get back on the reticulate pythons and I'll bring another one out. All right, now we're back with another normal reticulate python. This is Jazeera. She's actually she's nice and healthy, but she's actually about 9, maybe even 10 feet. But she's a lot skinnier than Samantha, and her head is just tiny. You know, she's younger, so I think she's close to 2 years old. She's not a super strong eater. She goes through phases where she eats a lot and then all of a sudden she stops, or she only wants live food, and you know, who wants to feed live all the time? So sometimes I kind of make her hold out, but she's definitely long, but she's just not the thickest snake. Incredibly healthy, incredibly active. Her ticks are very, very intelligent animals, super intelligent, more intelligent than I've seen with the boas. And she's just super intelligent. She's always moving around and exploring. You almost can see what she's thinking, but she's really cool. So this is Jazeera. Like I said, I think she's about 2 years old. Yeah. You can hear her breathe. That's not really a sign of being irritated. It's just when they start getting larger, you can hear the animals breathe. They're not hissing at you or showing that they're angry. But retics are constantly moving. They're wiry little things, and she's always moving. So, but this is my other normal, and she's actually one of my favorite snakes. I just love reticulate pythons. So I love the way they look, and not to mention they're just the longest snakes. Anacondas are cool. I like the big ones. I've always liked the big ones, but so I love condas. But reticulates to me, they're just the most. The normal reticulate is still to me just the most beautiful snake on the planet. So I'll show you a few more. If I can pause this. All right, now we have a platinum tiger. And this is just basically the platinum gene mixed in with tiger. This was produced by Raymond Rhodes. I no longer have Facebook, but this is one of my Facebook friends, and real cool guy. He gave me this girl for a really good deal. And she's actually, get this, she's actually April. She's actually about maybe 10 months old. 10 months old. And she's as you can see, she's about 7 feet long. So she grew fast. I fed her heavy because I love the yellowish coloration, which just did not get picked up on here. Raymond thinks she's actually het stripe, but she was born from a genetic stripe. So she's got that genetic stripe look, but she's actually about to go in the shed too, but she's super, super yellow, really nice and yellow, but you just can't tell in the video. And plus the sun's going down here in bright California. I'll try to show you guys that a little bit later, but and she's super tame. So Raymond, it's funny because Raymond said she's a little wiry one, you know, kind of watch out for her, and he was right. So she snapped at me a few times, but then after that she was just an angel. And we've done reptile shows with her where when she was little, I think we took her to the November reptile show here in California, and they had her wrapped around her neck, and I think she was small. She was like 4 feet then, but since then she's grown to past 7 feet. So someone was calling. Oh, that's my girl calling. Anyways, so she's grown past 7 feet, and she's going to be just a complete beast. I imagine by the time, I think that, is she 7 months old? Let's see. No, she's about 7 months old. So she's not 10, she's about 7 months old. So I imagine, because I got her the same time I got my puppy German Shepherd, and that was in August. So, and she was just a little baby. She was just, so she's probably about 7 months old. Wow. Yeah, so she just grew like a weed. And everyone was kind of tripping on how fast she grew. But as you can see, so she'll probably make about 10 feet the first year. And I'm still continuing to feed her heavy, and I'll slow her down after a while, but I just like that brilliant yellow color that pops out. And like I said before, I like the big ones, so I'm gonna have my animals get big. So some people say, oh, you can't do that, you're shortening their life. Okay, dude, you do you, you know, but I've been doing this, God, like I said, I'm 48 now, for at least 30 years. So since I was 18, I wasn't just, somebody that was young and dumb. And I owned a retail pet store that I specialize in reptiles. So I've done this. You can feed some of the animals heavy, others you can't. Jazeera, she's not a heavy eater. She doesn't really want to participate. But they come out, they get lots of exercise all the time. As you can see, she's super, super healthy. She's not obese. When they stop growing and they start getting thick, you slow them down because you don't want a big fat animal that's obese. You're going to shorten their life. But as long as they're responding to it, and when I say responding, I mean they're growing in length, then that's a good thing. That means they're growing, they're using the food. But if they stop growing and they're just getting thicker, and you can start seeing that the skin is kind of folding over when they come together, or they're bursting out the seams, then you might say, okay, this is not good. So you kind of got to gauge them. But right now, she's just still growing super, super long. So she's touching the ground right now. Her tail is way past the ground. And she's probably closer to 8 feet. Yeah, she's probably closer to 8 feet. But again, like I said, I got her from Raymond in August. Yeah, in August. So I've had her for about 6 months. And yeah, so she's about 7 months old. So she's just going to be incredibly long. Let's just see if we can stretch her out and see. So this is Juliet, by the way. I'm not sure if I told you guys the name. This is Juliet. And okay, kind of corny, but I'll bring out Romeo here in a second, okay? All right, so here's Romeo. And Romeo is what we call a platinum reticulate python. And again, he's in shed. He's super gorgeous. So this is going to be one of the males that I breed. He's about 7 feet long too. I'm going to see if I can get him fully stretched out so you can kind of get a sense of his size. He eats really good. He's about 7 feet long, maybe a little bit longer, but they don't need to be super huge to breed. I don't really want a male larger than 8-9 feet to breed. And he's about 2 years old, so he's definitely old enough to breed. We're going to breed him next year with Samantha. But again, he's about 7 feet, super, super tame as well. He's actually, because he's in shed right now, let's see if you can kind of see. He's in shed right now. It's not showing his full color again, but he's, God, he's gorgeous too. His yellow just pops out. I love platinums. I mean, I love normals. That's my favorite snake, and I like platinums because they have that normal look. It's just they have that better color than normal. So I love platinums. And like I said, he's really super sweet too. But he's a little bit agitated because he was in the water. He just wants to lay in the water. He doesn't want to come out and do the videos with me, but he's just super gorgeous too. So I wish I could show his true color, but yeah, you can't see anything. But those are my reticulates. I don't have a lot of them, but these are one of my favorites. I've had a pied and I had plutoniums, but reticulates eat so much, they grow so fast that you have to be able to accommodate them. And these are my forever snakes. They're not going to go anywhere. And I kind of went through that phase where I raised them, got rid of them, and now I'm just at the age where I want these animals to stay with me for the rest of my life. So I don't want to acquire too many, although I do have a couple more that I have to get. I mean, I'm going to have to get a pied at some point. And, maybe 3 more. I don't know. It's a sickness. But they're all going to be forever snakes. And these are just gorgeous animals. But again, you can't tell from this video. I think, well, you know what? Maybe I'll show you guys the anathoristic carpet python. I have one of those as well. So since I featured the anaconda, I'll go ahead and show the anathoristic carpet python. I'll be back. All right, back again. And this is my anathoristic carpet python. I actually got this girl, and it is a female. I got it on a trade with God, what's the guy's name? That's what happens when you get older. You don't remember names so well. Your long-term memory seems to go away. Your short-term. Anyways, I remember the guy that I got this from. I think his name was Justin. Anyways, he was like, be careful, this one's kind of snippy. And it was true. She snapped at everything. She was just so, she was just really snippy, but they grow out of it. You know, the more handling that they get, they grow out of it. So she always pulls herself into that position where you're like, oh my God, is she gonna bite? And but then you know they grow out of it. So and she's about 5.5 feet, and she at one point you couldn't feed her enough food. She would take down large rats and just keep taking them. Right now she's probably, like I said, she's about 5 feet, maybe 5.5. But you know, then she went off her feet for a while, which was fine because she's still nice and healthy, really thick, anathoristic carpet python, jungle carpet, I believe. But yeah, she's. So I don't have much history on her. Like I said, we just did a trade. He took one of my water monitors, and I took this animal. I just thought it was so cool. She's so cool. So, and again, really trustworthy. Now we did the show in at the Alameda County Fairgrounds, and she was one of them that would stay around people's necks. They would take pictures with them. The kids would take her out to in the aisles to kind of bring people into our booth, and you know, put her around people's necks, and everyone's kind of fascinated. And she's really fine. You know, she's just. But in the beginning, had they seen her in the beginning where she was striking and biting, they were like, "Oh my God, no way!" But she's look at that. So you can see her color now, anathoristic. That means she doesn't have any yellow in her. Yeah, she's awesome. You know, JCPs are known for having that beautiful yellow coloration, but she doesn't have any. So that's kind of cool. I'm digging her. I dig her a lot. I really do. And that's going to be another one that I want to get. I want to get another diamond python, maybe a pair, unrelated pair. And then I want to get some gorgeous JCP, bright yellow. I remember Doug Price used to sell some a long time ago. So I'll probably check with Doug Price and see what he has in the near future. Sometime in 2020. I'm not going to rush getting it because right now I'm just kind of enjoying playing with the animals I have. Like I said, I don't have a huge collection anymore, but it's a manageable collection. I still have some venomous, so I want to make sure I'm really careful with them and give them the time that they deserve. Not handling. I don't do any free handling stuff. Just making sure they stay maintained, and at the same time, just really enjoy the reptiles for what I got for what I got them for. Because a lot of people get these animals, they start collecting them, and they stay in the cage their whole life. They forget to actually enjoy the animals and take them out and do this stuff with them. I mean, that's why we got them. We used to be fascinated by them, and we would hold them and just look at them. Now most of us collect them, and they just stay in the cage. And then basically, what do? We take pictures and we put them on Facebook. Hey, Facebook, look what I've acquired. Ha 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 ha. And look how great and special I am. But we don't really care for the animals. It's just something that we collect, and we don't really spend time with the animals. So that's kind of what and it makes me happy. I love spending time with these animals. This is one of the few things in life that I love that just make me happy. So why not spend more time with them and make yourself happy rather than collecting so many and not being able to interact with them and they just stay in the cage. That's just my personal belief. What I'll bring out next, I'm not going to bring out any boa constrictors. I do have a couple of beautiful Peruvians that I wanted to bring out, but I'm not going to bring those out right now. I'm going to bring out the water monitor because it's been a while since everyone's seen Trex. So you can see how much Trex has grown. All right. So you see we got a wardrobe change with Trex because Trex claws are really formidable right now. Not as bad as they have been. I just haven't clipped his claws in a while. And he always wants to climb and see, look at that. He wants to climb up me. And he comes out every single day, and this is my routine. This is the jacket that I wear when I pull him out, and then I kind of throw him in the shower just so he can kind of interact. But he's about 4.5 feet long right now. Trex is not even 2 years old yet. He'll be 2 years old. Well, I would have had him for 2 years in August. So he's just grown fast, really fast. He'll reach 5 feet in 2 years. So. And he's still super tame. I just don't want him to get me with his nails. But he's still really super tame, really calm. He doesn't like to be held. When he was younger, he would sit on my shoulder and he was fine. But right now, he just doesn't really like to be held. They get to that point where they get so big, and you know, they don't want to climb in trees. They don't want to be high because if they fall, bam, they're going to hurt themselves. So they don't really like to be held. But as you can see, Trex look at him. He's just an awesome animal. I mean, this is a water monitor. These things grow up to be giants. This is like a living dinosaur. No, you're not going to climb up me, Trex. This is what he always tries to do. So we're not going to keep him out long because, again, he's going to try to climb up me. And I don't feel like being scratched up, going to work looking like I got in a fight with Freddy Krueger. So, but he's got a couple medium-sized rats in him right now. He eats a lot. I still feed him a lot. Why? Because he's still growing in length. So when he stops growing in length, then I'll slow him down so he doesn't get that obese look that most of the water monitors get. But anyways, this is Trex. We'll go ahead and put him back so I don't get scratched up. So yeah, just put Trex away and you can see he's got a scratch right there with some blood on it. And right there, when Christina gets home, I'm gonna have her help me clip the claws because Trex is something else. Anyways, one more animal to show you guys, and this is my little sad puppy German Shepherd. It's actually a midget German Shepherd. She's only 55 pounds, and she's not quite a year. She's 10 months old, but she's so small, but she's super smart. So I'm going to show you. I call her my little midget sad German Shepherd. Why do I call her my sad German Shepherd? Because she's always got a sad look on her face every time I look at her. Now, right now, she's standing next to Christina's dog, and Christina's dog is this has got to be the ugliest dog on the planet. My daughter calls him Stiffy because he looks like he's been dead for a while, but he's blind right now. Love him to death, but he's an old dog and super ugly, but he's still full of piss and vinegar, so we gotta love him. But here's my little Mabel. Let's see if you guys can see Mabel. Let's see, Mabel. Say hi. Say hi, Pup. Say hi. And that's little Mabel. So that's my little puppy German Shepherd. Look at her. She's so sad. She's so cute. Say hi, Mabel. Okay. And she's so loving. German Shepherds are incredibly smart and incredibly loyal dogs. And again, she's super tiny. Look how tiny she is. So part of me loves that because, you know, she is tiny and you know, and she's so girly like. She doesn't slobber all over the place when she eats. She's very neat when she eats. Let's see if we can get Cheek in here. Cheek. There he is, watch. Hi, Cheek. Wait, hold on. Hi, Cheek. Hi, Pup. That's an ugly dog. Even Mabel won't share the bed with him. No, but he's there he goes. Look. He's old. I know. Watch out, Mabel. Hi, Cheek. Look how beautiful she is. He's not ugly. Come here, Chico. Oh, let's say hi to the... Oh, dear Lord. Oh, my God. That's okay. Oh, my God. But, yeah, that's Chico. Anyways. Okay, YouTube. Hey, thanks for kind of hanging out with me. Oh, let me show you my saltwater fish tank. We just got it up and running right now, but we're gonna get it going here soon. That's a purple powder tank, a couple of Nemos, you know, of course, the clownfish. The kids love the clownfish. And again, it just started, so we'll start adding more things to it. And SpongeBob, because I am a big SpongeBob fan. Thanks for watching YouTube. Like, subscribe, whatever, it doesn't matter to me. This is just my personal little thing where I can kind of journalize my animals and I can kind of see what they're doing and what size they are and kind of look back at them and be proud to raise such magnificent creatures. But anyways, thanks for watching. Appreciate it.